The Home Secretary, Theresa May, is to meet her French counterpart in Paris to discuss the strikes by ferry workers at Calais. Thousands of lorry drivers have been stranded on the M20 in Kent after the coastbound carriageway was shut for 26 miles. But a blockade at Calais, which started on Monday, has been suspended. Limited services resumed at the port last night. Andrew Plant has this report.
Stretching back for miles along this motorway, the long, slow crawl of lorries caused by the port closures in Calais. In France, strikes by dock workers have partially closed the ports, meaning gridlock for drivers on both sides of the channel.
I got here last night about 6:30. Got as far as the entrance to the actual tunnel, Still about another 3 hours waiting to go. And I ran out of time, so I had to shoot off down the road, have my night off, come back. And I'm now further down the road than I was last night.
For what's happening now, the army should be in and clearing this. You know, they shouldn't be allowed to hold the country to ransom.
This is the M20. It's the main route from the ports of Dover up to London and then to the rest of the UK too. And it's closed for several junctions. I can tell you this lorry queue goes back for quite a few miles. And although it's definitely not as hot today as it was yesterday, there are still lots of people saying they just weren't prepared for such a long wait.
Some were stuck for more than 12 hours without moving, even playing football to pass the time in the middle of a motorway. But there were serious situations too, many leaving home unprepared for such long waits in such high temperatures.
Yesterday was unbelievable, as I think everybody experienced. So it will have been unpleasant. Some of the larger companies, obviously the lorry drivers are quite resilient. They've got almost home from homes in their cab. But the smaller providers and the one-man bands, it must have been much, much more difficult for them.
A planned strike by French air traffic controllers has at least been called off for now. Meanwhile, the Home Secretary Theresa May will hold talks in Paris as lorry drivers here endure a fourth day of long delays. Andrew Plant, BBC News in Folkestone.